Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Arthur C. Clarke said that, and today we're diving into a space where tech really is trying to work some magic, creating a safer world, one flight at a time. Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to unpack complex, really critical topics for you. Today, we're getting into a discussion based on some fresh insights from Analytics India magazine. Now, this is fascinating stuff for anyone interested in current affairs, but honestly, it's crucial for all of us who fly. And for our UPSC aspirants listening in, you'll want to pay close attention. Consider this a really key discussion for Maine's current events, maybe even important for prelims too. We're talking aviation safety, and it's a topic that's been, tragically highlighted recently. Think about the awful crash of Air India Flight 171. 270 lives lost. Just devastating. Or, the ongoing technical issues with the Boeing 787 Dreamliner. I think there were 6 incidents linked to technical problems just in 2025 alone. These aren't just numbers on a page. They're painful reminders, aren't they, that we need solutions before things go wrong, not just picking up the pieces afterwards.
Absolutely. And what these incidents really force us to ask is, well, human error often gets pointed to, right? It's frequently cited as a main cause in aviation accidents. But could artificial intelligence, AI, actually revolutionize safety? Could it shift us from, reacting to these terrible events to proactively preventing them?
That's such a key point. We hear human error a lot, almost too much sometimes. Does it maybe let the system or the technology itself off the hook a bit? Like, what are the real limits of human vigilance, and where does that create an opening for AI to step in, not just as a backup, but maybe as something better at anticipating risk?
Exactly. And what's really fascinating, I think, is that shift in perspective you mentioned, moving from being reactive and investigating after something awful happens to being truly proactive. The
Yeah.
goal isn't just finding the cause of a past failure. It's building systems that stop it from ever happening again. And that's really where AI comes into play. It offers tools for prediction, for constant vigilance.
And thinking about that need for foresight, it's interesting because companies like Boeing, they're already using advanced tech, aren't they, in manufacturing? I know they've brought in robotics, AI analytics, even digital twin technology, those virtual copies of physical things. And that's about boosting efficiency, making sure the quality's there from the start. But the leap we're talking about is applying that kind of power to safety in the air itself.
Right. And that brings us to the critical question.
Yeah.
How does AI specifically boost safety protocols once the plane is built and flying? There's a research paper, Artificial Intelligence in Aviation Safety, Systematic Review and Biometric Analysis. It gives us some real clues here. It points to AI's power in sort of 3 main areas: predictive analytics, real-time monitoring, and proactive risk management. So imagine machine learning algorithms just crunching vast amounts of data, flight data streams, maintenance logs, everything, looking for subtle patterns, predicting potential issues before they actually become problems. It's like getting a health checkup for the plane's components continuously.
Like a crystal ball for mechanical failures almost. That sounds incredible. But how reliable is that prediction in the real world? Are we talking tiny cracks or bigger system-level things?
It's surprisingly robust, actually, and it covers both. Alexis Lopabello, he's the CEO at Comtrade Group, he put it really well. He said, machine learning anomaly detection is a mature and well-understood technology with a proven positive impact. And he stressed its ability to significantly improve safety, quality of service, and reliability, reduce maintenance costs, and increase the efficiency of aircraft operators. So it's not just theory, it has tangible benefits, saves money, boosts safety.
And it's not just about the hardware, the metal, right? What about the people, the pilots, the air traffic controllers? Their decisions are absolutely vital.
You're absolutely right. That human element is key. AI also provides really strong support for pilots and air traffic controllers. It helps improve, the timing and the quality of the critical decisions they have to make. Think about AI-driven predictive maintenance. Airlines feed in tons of performance data, maintenance records, and the AI can spot subtle mechanical issues really early on. This lets them fix things way before they become critical, drastically cutting the chance of an in-flight failure. It essentially gives the human operators, an advanced heads up, lets them act faster, more accurately.
Huh. So it's like your mechanic calling you to say, hey, your alternator will fail next Tuesday instead of you breaking down on the motorway. That kind of foresight, that's huge. And it means fewer unexpected repairs, fewer delays for passengers. That sounds like a win-win.
Exactly. Lufthansa Technik, working with Microsoft, they're a great example of this already happening. They use AI algorithms that look at sensor data coming off the planes, and they forecast potential mechanical issues before they happen. This proactive approach lets them schedule maintenance much more effectively. It minimizes aircraft downtime, avoids those costly, really frustrating disruptions we all hate. It's so effective, actually, that Forbes even recommended Boeing adopt similar AI-based predictive maintenance systems.
Okay, and beyond the nuts and bolts, you mentioned big data playing a wider role, even in understanding like the human factors involved.
Hmm. Oh, absolutely. Data science, big data analytics, they're becoming more and more critical across the board in aviation. That research paper we mentioned, it notes that natural language processing (NLT) techniques are even being used now. They're analyzing huge amounts of text, like accident reports, pilot logs, communications, trying to detect the human factors that contribute to accidents, which is, a vital step if we want to minimize human errors by understanding why they happen. And Vreshta Farzam, the CEO of LITE Aviation, she highlighted this too. She said AI is already helping out tremendously in air traffic control and collision avoidance, improving awareness, helping controllers make better calls. It creates a smarter ecosystem.
Okay, all right. So listening to all this, AI sounds like it could be, well, almost a silver bullet for aviation safety. The potential seems enormous. But if it's so powerful and some of this tech is mature, like you said, why are we still seeing tragedies like Air India 171? Is it that the AI isn't quite there yet for those kinds of core safety functions? Or is there just a massive delay in getting it implemented? What's the actual holdup?
Yeah, that's a really important distinction to make. Why isn't this tech fully baked into every critical system on every commercial plane? Ahmad Malik, he's the chief AI officer at Airport AI Exchange, offered some insight here. He explained that a lot of that has not trickled through to the commercial aviation because of the processes and certification.
Hmm.
He pointed out that the regulations understandably require years and years of data to prove an AI system is safe and reliable before it can be used commercially. It's a very cautious process, which makes sense, but it definitely slows things down.
So it's less about whether the tech can do it and more about the maybe bureaucratic hurdles of proving it's absolutely safe in such a high-stakes area. There's a lag, a gap, between what's maybe possible in development and what's actually flying in critical safety systems today.
Precisely. That's a good way to put it. The concept is there, AI acting as like local intelligence within the aircraft that can detect and mitigate even if the pilot or ATC are making a mistake. People are working on that. But the regulatory bodies move carefully, deliberately. Safety is paramount, and every new piece of technology has to go through intense validation. That just takes time.
And it seems like some airlines are using AI quite a bit already, but maybe not for those core life and death safety systems we've been focusing on. Is that right?
That's a really crucial distinction, yes. Air India, for example, they've definitely embraced AI in their operations, but it's mainly been focused on improving the customer experience, streamlining things, faster ticket booking, more personalized service, tracking bags better. Their chief digital and technology officer, Satya Ramaswamy, talked about using Microsoft Copilot. But it was described as a tool for helping leaders get quick insights, make timely decisions like their on-time performance Copilot. He framed it as AI assisting and amplifying human performance.
Assisting and amplifying.
Right. It's AI as a helpful assistant, not yet as that autonomous safety net, at least not widely across the commercial fleet.
Got it. So AI is making the journey smoother, more efficient for passengers, definitely. But it's not necessarily the same AI that could prevent the kind of crash we started with. It's often a different application, operational efficiency versus core safety.
Exactly. And looking ahead, think about the emerging air taxi industry, urban air mobility. That whole sector is going to rely incredibly heavily on really sophisticated air traffic management. And, as Nicholas Zart from Electric Air Mobility pointed out, a carefully planned network of vertiports, especially in busy areas. That kind of future expansion with potentially dense, complex air traffic, it's going to demand even more robust, integrated AI safety solutions right from the start. The stakes will be enormous, and that might actually push the integration pace for safety systems.
Okay, so let's try and pull this together. What does all this mean for us, for you listening, and for the future of flying? We've seen the terrible human cost of accidents. We've heard about the incredible, almost magic potential of AI for predictive safety, helping human decision-making, optimizing maintenance. But we've also hit those real-world walls, the regulations, the time lags, the fact that current AI use is often more about efficiency than core safety.
Yeah, if you connect the dots, it's pretty clear. AI offers this amazing opportunity to shift aviation from being reactive fixing things after they break to being truly proactive, preventing failures. But the speed of adoption, particularly for those critical safety-related systems, is really held back. It's constrained by those tough certification processes, the need for tons of historical data to prove reliability. So the big challenge is bridging that gap, isn't it? Making sure these incredible AI advances are fully harnessed to keep people safe, not just, making operations smoother or customer service better. It's about building that deep trust in the technology for the most critical functions.
It's a really powerful reminder, I think. Technological progress. It's not just about what's possible in a lab. It's about what we as a society decide is necessary and how quickly, but also how responsibly we can integrate it, especially when lives are quite literally on the line. So this deep dive, I hope it's shown you that AI isn't just some far-off future idea. It's already changing industries. And its potential in aviation safety is just huge, even if we're not quite seeing its full life-saving impact across the board yet. It's definitely a topic we need to keep watching closely as the tech develops.
And maybe this leaves you with an important question to think about. As technology moves so incredibly fast, how do we strike that balance? The balance between rapid innovation and the super rigorous, time-consuming safety standards needed for aviation. And maybe more crucially, how can we actually speed up the integration of the AI that could save lives without ever compromising the absolute reliability that we all depend on when we fly?
Really good questions to ponder. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into AI and aviation safety. If you found this useful, maybe especially if you're a UPSC aspirant keeping up with current events, or just someone curious about these really vital topics, please do give this deep dive a like. Subscribe to our channel for more insights like this, and leave a comment below. Let us know your thoughts, or if you have any more questions. Your engagement really helps us keep these discussions going. Until next time, keep exploring and keep questioning.